Hey guys, this is MrJenkinsJr on YouTube, or Bree in World of Warcraft on Blackwing Layer. I'm in Cath making some money. In Cath I can make about 5 gold a run. About 7 gold from loot. Ooh, excuse me, 7 gold from auction house. About 2 gold from, from the grays and useless items. So, I'm gonna shut up for a little bit. You can watch the video. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit during the looting phase of all this. I want to talk to you about the auction house and an add-on that's really great to be using for it. Enjoy my video. Hope subscribe. I'll talk to you in a minute. I'd just like to add something right here. I bubble just to open the door and give myself a quick heal. Not just because I'm dying, it's just so I can open the door and keep the whole thing in one pull. So, don't think I'm a noob and level 80 can't pull Cath in one pull. I hide around this pillar here so I can get out of line of sight for those casters, so they'll come in close so they can get into my AoE. My AoE isn't showing up on the ground because I had to lower my detail because my fraps would lag me too much if I had nice detail. So I had to keep it nice and low. I'm trying to keep away from that boss in the background, the woman boss. She will sleep you if you get her down to a certain percentage in health. So you want to keep away from her until you're ready to kill her, because she'll put you to sleep and res the other boss. And when you have a lot of mobs on you and you could be a lower level, it would kill you pretty fast. Those casters on you and all the mobs. And these casters just never want to come in close. No matter if you're in sight or out of sight, they just stay right where they are until they can see you. And now it's time to take down the boss. Get her down low. Then she'll res the other boss. See if she put me to sleep. I really hate this. Can't understand why they can just keep the other boss alive. Suggestion to put into the forums, I guess. Pretty simple bosses. I mean, they don't do much spell damage or much like that. It's mainly melee, and they go down real fast. Especially at level 80, until this guy pops his bubble, of course. He's a pally just like me, so, take use of your bubbles. And this looting phase takes forever. It took me as much time to loot as it took me to pull the whole instance and to kill them all. So looting is horrible. So I sped up the video so you don't have to watch me loot the whole thing forever. From the looting I get about 5 gold, like I said. You can get quite a bit of grays, and every now and again, every like 3 runs or so, you may get a BOA blue, and those are really nice. They sell in the auction house, 30-40 gold, especially those scarlet boots and the other parts of the set. Most of it's BOP though when you get it off the bosses. So I remember that this took so long that some of the mobs even started to disappear before I even got around to looting them all. And now I'm gonna port to Dalaran, then excuse me, gonna port Dalaran and then head on to Stormwind to sell all these auctions. I hate the loading phase for Wrath of the Lich King. It's just never fun anymore. Especially for Dalaran. If you have Quest Helper, it slows down your loading screen for Dalaran for some weird reason. And I remember at one point it had a bug in it, and it wouldn't let you log in if you had Quest Helper running. Thank God they got that out, so I can use Quest Helper again on my other tunes. Right here I did a little seamless luxury. This is about a video about 5 minutes later. I made it look like that I had just ported there and not logged in. So I made that look pretty good. This is 5 minutes later, like I said. Heading on to the auction house. I have a program, or an add-on, called Auctioneer. I'm sure all of you have heard of it. It works really good. If you go to the post tab at the bottom, all you have to do is alt-click on an item, and it'll put it there. Have undercut competitors, but for silk and other cloths, you should always look, or even ores and stuff like that. You should always scan the auction house before you do this, because it won't show up, and then you may have this outrageous price, and no one else will have that, and it just will never sell. So you always want to scan the auction house and do that. I think all I have left here is a bunch of grays, maybe a couple of wool cloth that, you know, you just never sell a couple of wool cloth. So I go in here, and I have an add-on that's called Sell Junk. I click on that. I made over a gold, so that's pretty good. Almost 2, actually. Head on to the mailbox, and then you play the waiting game. Thank you guys, subscribe, and rate my videos. Thanks, guys.